I know I said I wasn't gonna protect the mangoes, but the client wanted me to, and I wanted to anyway. Got to give them some love. I could, just watch them suffer, and I also would suffer. Or we can, set ourselves up for maximum success. Because the problem with this place is that frost climbs over the top of that pine tree, or these pine trees and eucalyptus trees, and it goes and it just bombards this whole area with frost. The prevailing winds are from this side, and the sun is on that side. So, as you can see, the bananas are blocking wind from this side, the loquat's blocking wind. But also I've recycled this from another project I was working on. And we've got so much grass mulch, probably 2 feet of grass mulch, nice and dry, like a blanket, wrapped around the trunk. Make sure that the mango's snug. We've got this ground cover of pepino that's going to sprawl out and also help create insulation. We've got 4 comfreys planted. They'll pop through. And it's open on this side because the sun hits it from this. We want to maximize the sun. But we also want to acclimatize it to this climate. We don't want to fully protect it and insulate it. We want it to say, like, this is a cold climate. Make sure that you are growing with that in mind. This has happened last winter. I left it out in the cold in the Adelaide hills. This is all the new growth since then, which I'm very pleased with. And yeah, heaps of grass mulch around this too. And the most important part is keeping it dry. And when you're doing this, you want to have it tapering down so that the water will fall on here and go down. Now obviously it's always a gamble in the hills. We can get down to -5 here on freak occasions, but I do think that with the pole shift, we might actually have a much warmer climate than we used to. But the experiment here, gonna have to move that mandarin. The real experiment hey, take a Sasti. Love the pink hue. And these tamarillos are actually quite tasty. Look at that big leaf right there. Love it. Oh, and just, you gotta get onto the white sapotes. Better than a banana for a protein smoothie, honestly. And the foliage is just so beautiful. Custard banana flavor. Yes, the real experiment is this. This is a Kensington Pride seedling surrounded by comfrey. So this comfrey is performing the same function as that grass that we had at the other mangoes, but a natural kind. And obviously, this is a subtropical called Albizia. But, they absolutely did amazingly it was 30 centimeters tall. And it survived all winter. And then I planted it, and then it went. And then next year, probably get a bit of dieback. Maybe. And then it'll into a tree there to protect this beautiful longan that has new growth on it and autumn time here. And this is an 8-year-old tree here. So quite an achievement. And that's so nice. Really love it. Perennial leek spring onion. These are starting to put out flowers now, all the loquats. As I said, this gets way too much shade here. And all the deciduous trees are losing their leaves. I really neglected the deciduous trees in favour of the subtropicals this year. They got all the compost. Because I know that these can tolerate drought. They can tolerate heat. They can tolerate cold. Not too much heat, obviously, because this happens to them. Look, we're still getting zucchinis. And tomatoes. And these are all garlic. Do you want to see? Wow. So the garlic that was there is completely dissolved. And now we just got new garlic shoots here. Interesting. That was harvestable a month ago or two. Capsicums just laid to waste here. I should stake them. Oh well. This performed very badly. I'm surprised. It obviously can do extremely well. It's just like, you know, different ones that have different temperaments, and this did do surprisingly well up until there, but then this year just didn't do much at all. Like, it only grew that this year. Whatever. It's a green sapote. It tastes like a very sweet potato. Cherimoya, custard apple. Beauty. Black sapote with some zinnia. Still harvesting pepino melons. Quite tasty. Nothing to write home about. Quaimuk, one of the most delicious fruit trees, or fruits. Supposedly, I've never tried it. Wampy, bit of a novelty. Rocket, delicious. Yeah. Godspeed, mangoes, Godspeed. As you can see, this is great to plant around a mango. There is one around the mangoes, but I hacked this back. Possibly a mistake, I don't know. These are going to lose their leaves. This banana probably will die back completely. And borage here makes an excellent chop and drop weed. It's so prolific. How are these ranges doing? Yeah. Nice. That's a blood orange. Specifically, it needs variation from cold to hot to change color into a red color. So that's why it's here in the hottest part of the yard. And these are the tiny little pepinos, as I was saying. The food forest is like, every day is like an Easter egg hunt. I love it. White Chateau, one of the sweetest fruits. Wampy, native Australian stunner. Comes navy blue in winter, or purple. And a strawberry tree. Putting out some flowers there. So yeah, good to make use of recycled materials. Might as well just chuck them in the bin. Might as well get a couple months out of them, protect from the rain. It just makes me feel absolutely at peace. Like, new growth like that makes me feel like continuing to live. Bananas require a lot of chop and drop here, see, if you want them to grow nice and healthy. That's one season growth. Next year, we're going to get a fruit off that one. And then the following year, fruit off those two. And then that. Thank you for joining me.